This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We're there with you on next Thursday. Last week, Thursday, I was here, but I wasn't here. I was omnipresent. We give thanks for Raja, concrete, asphalt, for sitting with me. For the two program them. Why you up asphalt? Maybe when them want somebody to go cover a cricket thing in a Trinidad, me can go for you. Yes, just switch positions, yes. You have a office, me not have none. So we want to big up concrete asphalt for sitting with me. I sitting for us, give thanks. And Shamara for guide him through the day and the night. Give thanks for that. So here we are saying now, today is Thursday, and we say April gone halfway now, almost halfway. Get the Easter out of the way. I wish the day come next year now. Labor Day I go come here now. PNP afraid to say Labor PNP, them people them afraid to say Labor Day, you know. Believe you me, that's how weird the thing get. But why you up all the people them in England? Because me I tell you, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we know them are listening, whole heap of them are listening, you know, because them say, Mouta, make sure you say you big way up when you go back to Jamaica Thursday, you know. But why you up all the people them in England who turn out in a London there, in the cold. Believe you me come from the heat and reach in the cold and them in the cold. But I don't know how to do it, you know. I don't know which one worse, the gunman, them are the cold weather. But we see some knife killing that go on in England, you know. The youth, them a turn from one another with knife. We don't hear the newspaper, them a carry it down here, so. But it's a serious issue go on in England. We're supposed to have a travel advisory to England right now, especially in Acne. Travel advisory for the Jamaican who go to Acne. It's bully for knife killing since we up there. Well, since we did a one weekend, I went Thursday, Friday. Me left here Wednesday. Thursday, me reach there. But Friday, 8 knife stabbing go on. Them say from the year start at 80 people get stabbed. I don't know what's going on in England, but why you know said that take place in England. So for those of you who know say Acne, you know they refurbish Acne now since the Olympics, you know, and move out some of the so-called undesirables and I sell the building them for some big price and all, but Acne is still a problem area because that's how we hear the knife killing go on since we're up there. Our knife stabbing. Don't know how much people dead, but it's a serious thing when man come close to you and stab you in your neck. It's different from when a man stay far and shoot you. So I don't know if everybody at all when they come back to Jamaica. I don't know if I want to go Acne. Believe you me, I don't know if I want to go Acne Rasta. Because most of the man them who I know around Acne them live. First time every man used to live at Brixton now. Brixton now carrying up fling again. But now them have built up the place, the building them around there since the Olympics now and I sell the place them for expensive money. You understand? Well, if I'm a brethren them, I have to leave there, so I sell them things and go to a different place. But apparently, you change the face of the place and you don't change the people them. You know, it's not, the ghetto is really the people them, you know. The mind of the people them create the ghetto. Speaking of the mind of the people them and creating the ghetto. I was say something, you know, we're going to vex a whole heap of people, you know. I say, Mouta, I really, you say that, but listen to me now. I travel on plane, and I sit down in a plane all 16 hours, non-stop. I fly from Miami, go to Cape Town, 16 hours. We travel from America, go to Japan, 14 hours. We travel from here to go to Australia, you have to change plane. You travel from here to go to England, 8 hours go up, 9 hours come back. Now, I feel hurt and I feel bad because I call myself Jamaican and I say Jamaican people there on plane. And sometimes when I travel on plane, Sometimes all 5 black people there on the plane and the rest are pure white people. No, me I tell you the truth, you know. Me I tell you the truth. Me never travel on a plane with white people there on the plane. We have traveled 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. And when the white people them come off of the plane, me see the plane look like when me see black people, especially Jamaican people, come off of the plane. Me say, me come down on a plane, British Airways, and me I tell you, say, a pure Jamaican people there on the plane. Me not see one white person there on the plane. And trust me, you see when the plane land, and Norman Manley, and everybody get up, you see when you walk, come out of the plane, Rasta, and you look on the ground in the plane. Me I say, wait, it look like me the underneath the plane. It look like I wish part the hog and the goat them put me. And me have to look at me and say, no, but hog and goat not still long in a seat. No, me I said, no, there's something wrong. Something seriously wrong with me, Rasta. You know, so them have a time when the people them go around with some plastic bag for you put your garbage in her. Jamaican people don't know what put garbage in a bag, Rasta. Me say when you look on the plane, hey, a woman, the behind me, I walk, come out of the plane, you know, because she the behind me and I walk, and I say, oh my God. And that woman said, because she has to what me I see, you know. The woman said, oh my God. And I say, yes, Mama, Jamaica, land we love. I see me when you go out the road, you go to the same place, look. A pure Jamaican there on the plane. Me don't know if I'm glad to them I come here, to them I start, not up the place from now or what, but I am so embarrassed. Because when me look on the ground in the plane, me I say, oh my God, you mean say black people sit down and do the plane so. The only white people that are on the plane is the air hostess and the pilot. And then now you have to have a Jamaican now. That's why the plane them always late. Because when we come off a plane, the amount of cleaning we have to go on. Me never go on a plane yet with most of the white people I see the plane stay so. So who want bus, who want vex. Me never go on a plane yet. I travel with white people in there. And see the plane stay so. Like how me see it stay when Jamaican people are fly on the plane. It's what we do, Rasta. It's what we do. 9 hours of flight. Every minute you see the people that come around with bag. And the garbage and the rubbish is that. It look like the people them just ignore that. You know why the bag them not full? Because them they don't throw the garbage already. Put underneath the seat which part of the ground there. The little food where the people them give them and the biscuit them, the little snacks where the people them give them just crump up the bag and throw it on the ground. No, Rasta. Me feel away. It rests on my mind, you know. It rests on my mind. It rests on my mind that realize I know me one seat. Because the woman I walk there and I say, oh my God. Because she can't believe there's a plane China. I must Riverton City without the smoke. No, serious. It look like Riverton City without the smoke, Rasta. And I told them, tell them, say, don't smoke it by the plate. Why say the plate don't smoke up and plug up? All right, imagine now. You know what? I'm going to show you how Jamaicans stay now. It's weird, you know. Me like the unruly things still, you know. Me like how Jamaican unruly, but here now. We unruly at our own detriment. Now, you know, when you go on the plane, them say, bring back your chair to the straight, right? And make sure you have on your seat belt and all them things there. All right. A brother now, him wrap back on them chair. The plane will start moving to them, wrap back on the plane, and it a hamburger next man behind him. So the man say, when the plane take off, you have to move it. Hear the brother now? Yo, my back hurt, man. How you deal with? You see, by the time him say so, the public, the system, hear the man. Please, make sure that your chair is full. The man says, see, let me tell you, brethren. Him not. Back hurt me, no Rasta. Him have to move it, you know. Him have to move it. So to him now, you know, him not follow no rule and no regulation. Him a do what him want to do. A Jamaican that, you know. You see a next set of people now, from them here, move up the seat and them just do that without any problem. Why we stay so? Why we stay so? We still in a slavery where we have to have somebody overweight continuously. That's why, like, if you can check the driver them in Jamaica, you know, the taxi man them, as long as them know the police down the road, them drive all right. You see if the police, if them know the police down the road, them make another line, them go over upon the banking and all them things. It's an unruly setup. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Me not understand it. Click it. Razor. This is the Steppin razor. Now we are talking about some things that we black people do. It's amazing. It's amazing, Rasta. No, me just mention a new thing now. First time funeral was a solemn thing, you know. Like the person dead, you don't want them raised from the dead. Now you have some things now where it's a new kind of earth now. Them call escalade. The man them have some music in the escalade, like them want the dead man come out of the coffin and box them and say, watch you know, all the way you make me sleep in peace. Because me hear some funeral apart, as a matter of fact, me hear some escalade, earth pass me. We don't have nobody, no funeral procession. But the man them had thumped the music in there so that me I say, what the hell is this? Why a man feel say you want to hear film music? Some man park, them park with the bright light on the other side of the road where them not for park. And the bright light on and you drive, come up on the man, them have on the bright light. And if you tell him, if you stop the little bit and say, Bridget, what that? Say, Mount you that? How are you dealing, man? A Babylon you defend? Say, no, Rasta. It's serious. It's serious. It can't be on. We need a psychological evaluation of why it come that way there, why it stay that way there. You know, why is it that we stay so? If it come on to, you know, like my mother used to clean her house still if my food drop on the thing. Me can't pick it up. I mean, I have to drop brush off nothing. And I rate me used to live. When she shine her floor with the coconut brush, you almost like can't see your face in the floor. Them people I know them can't, them not no coconut brush, them have what them call this, with electric, no vacuum man, with them shine. I mean, that can't clean out because it's light. When my mother take her finger and she play music with it too, you know. When she push the coconut brush on the ground, you know, it make music. And she have the melody in her head too, you know. It's like when a woman used to wash. When them a wash, when them use the scrubbing board, them actually kind of hear a music to it, you know. Especially when a whole heap of them a wash. Now, me I look on this thing, you know, me I say, if your house can so clean, them days there, and when you look out at the yard, hey, I used to live in our yard, you know, when breeze blow and dust not come up on you know. Because I say by the time the people in the yard sweep all the dirt gone, you know. The dirt come almost like it shine to, you know. And no garbage in the yard, them way there, you know. No, me I say, it's a mind thing, you know. It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing with certain people and them mind. Them feel say the ghetto is which part them live rather than it's them and make the place be the ghetto. And them a do it, you know. It's not the place where you live, you know. It's how you live. Which part you live. So you can't live anywhere, you know. And when a man look on how you set up the place, it is really presentable to the point where you want to stay there. Sometimes you go a man yard, you don't really want to stay there too long. Apart from you feel them up to some chicken in the business. When you look at the place, I say, sure. Oh, the man, you know, I see some people that send some things to me on the WhatsApp there, you know, some picture. I want to show me a kitchen, and I think my daughter send me and I say, would you cook in this kitchen? I tell you, when you look at the kitchen, it's a rasta. I tell you, no, we should do better than that, man. I mean, we should do better than that. Because you know the mentality, you know. You know the mentality of the people them who do these things, you know. It's the same mentality where boof up them picnic. Some of them is the same mentality where bleach. You know, see, look at bleaching have a certain mentality, you know. Yeah, because if a man bleach, it's a mentality make him do it. You know, see? I don't know. It strike me as weird, though. It strike me as weird because me sit long in the outside at night, where them call the place where you wait for people. Outside. Me I wait for my drive to come in and I say, but wait. So much Jamaican people are coming off of the plane and the plane looks so. I mean, why it stays so? I mean, nobody not consider say it's a plane and the garbage you pack away, like when the person come around with a plastic bag, you put the garbage in it. If it's even put it in the back seat, pack of the little packet at the back seat. You understand? Kind of little part of the back seat we have the flying magazine and them something. It was even for itch it up inside it so. But if you just chew it down on the ground so and the cup them where them give you the juice them in the little plastic paper them give you the food where you did not eat and you never want. It's like somebody look at the plate and say, you know, some don't want that blue and chew it way. On the ground. And now I realize that I can't put it on the ground, you know. Because now you have to carry vacuum cleaner and you have to carry soap and all them something because you have to tend to the next passenger them for the next 8 hours again for go back to England. And it start over again. So me totally with anyone who is up to really having zero tolerance with people who throw plastic out of the road. I mean, I said it for years now. Years me I said. Throw plastic outside of the car, urinate on the side of the road. That's why the man them have to put in the concrete light post them now because the urine have too much acid in it that broke down the wooden light post them. Some man no care, you know. Some man just jump out of them car. Hold on there. All the taxi man, you know. Taxi man, hold on them, one piece. And bluff. Him just take out him short thing. And people are part of no, me I tell you. Not even the dog that piss against the wall shall escape, man. Me I tell you. No. And police are apart and see them something there, you know. But you have certain country, you know. You can't even spit on the road, you know. Me I tell you that, you know. You have certain country where the stoplight, if the stoplight ever say, Hamba, and you fly past. Because Jamaican people, when Hamba come, them press the gas, you know. We do things different, no guy, you know. Hamba supposed to make you know, say, watch a red are coming out so easy. It's when we say Hamba, and you see if a man stop when the Hamba, and you blind him, you start to cuss him, you know. Hey, boy, you idiot. And they make a bad turn and go around you. You see them go around you, know, and you know the problem with them taxi man, you know, them now crash, you know. It's the next person crash. Because the next person get fearful now, say, he might go lick up in him. You understand? And then he make a bad move and lick up in somebody, you know, and then you say, him in a problem. While the taxi man got him mirror over if he catch another $100. What a terrible thing, man. Terrible thing. Steppin, click it. Okay. The Jamaica Public Service Company will need to suspend the electricity supply in order to carry out bushing tomorrow, Friday, April the 13th, between 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. In the following years of St. Andrew, you're serious, okay? Whitcomb Road, Gainsborough Avenue, Buena Vista Terrace, John Wesley Avenue, Fairlane Avenue, Monterey Drive, and York Castle Avenue. JPS apologized for the inconvenience caused by this outage scheduled for Friday, April the 13th, between 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. Every effort will be made to restore supply to these areas of St. Andrew as soon as possible. For customer service information, please call 1-888 call JPS. That is 1-888-225-5577. Or for Digicel customers, 1-888-935-5577. You may also contact us. I'm going to tell you why I say contact. You may also contact us Facebook at MYJPS Online, Twitter at my JPS online or via web chat weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at jpsco.com. That was a announcement from the Jamaica Public Service. All right, the conductor, them, they think, the conductor, them, the bus is the next thing, say, that I when I go home, the last time I go home, right up Canton Spring Road, Always a long line for reach a Manor Park Plaza. 3 coaster bus make a new line and come up the road, 3 coaster bus. And you see the car them come from up Canton Spring and come down. Them have to stop. You see when the bus reach a part stoplight at Immaculate Conception, so one of the coaster bus see a opening because I not drive too near the other car in front of me. One of the bus see a opening, and turn right in front of me, sideways, I have to draw sun brakes, You see when the conductor jump out of the taxi, jump out of the coaster and see me, the man start arguing about, Muta, are you? I listen to your program every day. In the middle of the road, about attack. You see, by the time he says, so it's the next coaster bus now. I overtake him and I go up the road, All the car them come down Canton Spring Road, Pass Immaculate. I feel take to the side of the road now, I said, no, it's what is. One of them is behind me now because when the brother shout out, see a Mutabaruka now, it look like him start to get decent. And start to drive behind me now, like him not pass nobody. See it? And him just drive behind me and the conductor there say, Mota! And bully for excitement and one next, I don't know if it's the next man, because look two of them hang up on the side of him, jump out now and him start another conversation with Mota now and the other coaster man was easy behind me, so I say, all right, I'm going to have to multiply myself because I hear them hear me as a coaster man or whatever I drive, No, I tell you, man, them rough rasta. Anyway, we're done with that conversation, believe you me. We're done with that conversation. Okay. Here we go.
Good afternoon. I am Patrice Walters with the local and international headlines. The Manchester police say there has been a 66% reduction in murders committed in the parish since the start of the year in comparison to the same period last year. The parish has also recorded the least number of murders island-wide with 4. Head of the Manchester Police, Superintendent Wayne Cameron, in disclosing the figures, stated that 12 murders were committed in the parish for all of last year. He says the police remain vigilant in continuing the downward trend. St. Thomas businessman Michael McLean has been sentenced to 6 life sentences for killing 6 members of a St. Thomas family in 2006. He will serve 48 years before he is eligible for parole. Justice Bertram Morrison, in handing down sentence in the Home Circuit Court, ordered that he spend 60 years before parole, but McLean has been behind bars for 12 years, which was taken into account. McLean was convicted for killing his girlfriend, Terian Mohammed, as well as her relatives, Patrice Martin McCool, Lloyd McCool, Jihad McCool, Sean Chin, and Jesse Ogilvie in St. Thomas in February 2006. The bodies of 5 of the victims were found in bushes. Their throats were slashed. The body of the other victim, 6-year-old Jihad, was found a week later in a shallow grave in St. Mary. In news overseas, France's President Emmanuel Macron says he has proof that the Syrian government attacked the town of Douma with chemical weapons last weekend. The president said he would decide in due course whether to respond with airstrikes. Media reports quote U.S. officials as saying urine and blood samples from victims of the attack have tested positive for chlorine and a nerve agent. Western states are thought to be preparing for missile strikes. Russia strongly opposes such action. A Kremlin spokesman urged against any steps which would lead to an escalation of tensions. U.S. President Donald Trump, who said on Wednesday that missiles were coming, has now tweeted that he never said when. Finally, a bomb exploded during a local football game at a southern Somalia province, killing at least 4 people. The town security chief said an improvised explosive device went off during the semi-final of a local soccer team's cup. At least 13 people were also injured. were also wounded. The bomb was planted in the VIP section of the stadium with the intention of harming local authorities, but because the seating arrangement was different, some of the football players and spectators were affected. Those were the local and international headlines. Major news is next at 5:45. From the RFM newsroom, I'm Patrice Walters.
A young lady called and tell me to play back this tune. Young lady up Temple Hall. Playing back this tune for a young lady. Her name is Jackie. Okay, here you go. No can play it back for you. You know, ask for some respect, man. Respect. Yeah, you don't have to love me, just respect me. Believe you me. This is a Steppin razor. Samantha, Shamara, Simone, and people like me. May I tell you? This is big. Anyway, here we go now. Music. May I tell you, new tune style. Lana J and Capleton, brand new youth on the scene. Yes, here we go again. Give thanks to life. Couple months ago, we see the former Prime Minister, Bruce Golding, giving a speech about the economics, the social affairs, and the argument about less children. Women is giving birth to less children in Jamaica, and that might have an effect on the social order down the line. The reason is that if you have less young people, the workforce will get less because most of the people in the workforce going to be either retired or old and can't work. And if you don't have enough young people to fill that gap, some serious issues going to take place. In other words, one time too much picnic in a barn in Jamaica, now there's a need for more picnic for barn in Jamaica. Because down the line, it's going to be a problem. I may understand the reasoning. Because you have people where just left school. And even though them can't find a job, but the jobs where them could get, it is occupied by people who should retire or should retire. Like a lot of these politicians. Where they feel since my idea, my knee. Me know some politicians there, and them no want to give up at all. Some of them pass 80 year old. Them say them have to serve them country till them die. Now, if you find that these people is there, and the younger people them can't fill the space, and now you will heap of young people not. But you know, so that same problem in Germany, a whole heap of countries in Europe have that problem, and what happening now is that the immigrants them is filling up the space. And that is really a problem with countries like Germany, France, and them places there, where you did have actual French people because of there's no high rate of birth. There's no high birth rate in these countries. And we see it filtered down in Jamaica now, which is that I think Bruce Golding did I refer to. Because the birth rate decrease. You have more old people in the system, which is a reality. And because more old people in the system, and because less of the young people them have children, by the time them get old too, nobody know that they have to replace them. Which makes sense, logically makes sense, really. No, I mean, I'll tell nobody say if you go start breed up the place. Where I said there is a logistics that need to be addressed. I don't know how you're going to address it because most young people, more that deal with them career now, them not really want to tell them nothing about no picnic, or picnic will hold them back and make them titty hang down. Them don't want to hang down titty in front of them, you understand? So, really and truly, if you have less children born, and the people them who in the jobs them now is older people, and left children is being born, by the time those older people die, those people who we used to call young people go and fill that space, but then them don't have no children after them to fill the space. And that's what I say, young. Yeah, it's that thing, like, see me here, see you here, me there so in I work, and you want my job, which I think you really want my job for true. I think you really want my job for true, I get hints. Yeah, because you have to select the music for me, so. You have your own CD library up there, so, Hey, Neil, check that CD library up there, so young, have it. All right, so you have me here so in that job. You now have no picnic. Right? And when me God and decide say me can't work no more now, you full the space. But then you don't have nobody. We are going to full the next space out there. So you understand? The European them not feel no reputation, say them are give incentive for breed. The European them actually have got, say look here now, them are going to incentives to have more children. We don't have so now because we have a certain little thing. The government don't want to say, watch out now, woman don't go out, they go have more picnic, huh? No, because them go say that now you have some other people around the corner and say, what the government talk about? Oh, they can't afford, but it's true. Because you can't go tell people to go have more children, to secure a future idea. When right now, a whole heap of youth there, so I don't have no work. I don't have no good work. So you have people that tell you say, you're underqualified because you have to have bachelors and all these things, which is foolishness. Right now, me that prefer a picnic, go to technical school than go to normal school because you use your hand to do things. When you come out of technical school, you're skilled. Yes. Right now, them not train the picnic them for use them and them are train the picnic them for use them brains. I mean, I say not for use your brain still. But if you go get a PhD, or you feel you get a job when you left because you have your master's, and when you go in a job, not there. You understand? Why? If you did have a skill, when you can't find a job now, you can just use your skill to get finance and money and them something there. So them have to think back ways. So meanwhile, let's women have picnic and the job space not there. You can't go tell now, say boy, right now have more children for the future. Because the ones them who they are now can't get no work. You understand? And them go to university because you don't tell them, say them go to university, get an education. When them come out, them will get a better job. But they don't have no better job. The majority of people who rich in Jamaica don't have no PhD, don't have no masters, and don't have nothing. And them pick they don't have that neither. The majority of people who you see own things in Jamaica, them never go to university, go have masters, PhD, this or that, all them something there. And them employ people who have these things. So the system kind of twist up away. It's time the youth them realize entrepreneurship is the best way out. See, it's not PhD and it's not masters that do it. It's what you can do. It's a skill where you have. That is really real. And you must stop telling the people them say, go to the university. Because right now, if my dad come tell me and say, show me lend her money for go to university, go get the masters, I'm going to run her. Yeah, but I was tell me say she borrow money for go make. Yeah, so I open a business for herself. Or I know that she's skillful in a certain thing. You see, my daughter skillful in a certain thing. All she have to do is put our effort towards that thing there. But them don't want to do that. Well, not about my daughter, but most young people, because them feel them have a master's, and because them feel them have a doctorate and all that stuff, them feel them entitled to a job. And really and truly, the government don't have no job for nobody. And the private sector, really and truly, is a friendship business that go on with the private sector. It's who know who. You understand? Click it. Now, me there talk about this entrepreneur thing and the skill training process where we're supposed to take place. And me feel like say, I don't know if it makes sense, but let me say something to you. Let me say something to you, you know. All right. You see, my grandpicnic them know what to do as it relates to computer. You see, if you have a picnic now, and you have to send the picnic to primary school, then secondary school, then you force him now, say, him have to go to university. All right. Him not really have to go to university, you know, because you know. You see, by the time my grand picnic go through the same educational system where they are, because the educational system not change, you know. And the same educational system, the same book them are teaching with us. And so by the time you go to university to go get a master's, when you come out with that education, it will have no use. If you don't know something practical, it will have no use, because everything where you are going to school, go learn for when you leave school, you can't be in a primary school and know it through the computer. So the idea of a building their school is not the ideal location for understanding and knowing things. Because you can't get that same education there, sit down in your house, just like how you have people who house, what them call it, school, have them picnic, home schooling in them house. I mean, you need the interaction of children still, but homeschooling is a good thing. And you don't necessarily have to get a master's. Because as I said before, most of the youth them right now, who you say have business, and most of the people them in my age and the age below me never got to no university. And them is quite successful in them business, and them employing people who go to university, who can angle the job when them get placed in a more time. Them have had change over staff continuously. And you have them who never go. A man get a master's. Who get the first man master's? Who get the first man a master's degree? You understand? People are telling say, boy, you have to have a certain master degrees to teach, and you have to have it don't mean that because you have a master's, he's a better teacher than the person who don't have a master. Maybe he's a good parent and you can teach. You understand? Just like how life bring you up a woman who just have her picnic. You know, really go to school, go learn how to take care of picnic. And now you see them try to train woman now to take care of picnic because how the society break down. The society break down now that one can't really fit into what will take place here right now. You understand? So, I don't know. We need to rethink and relook on these things, like the government. And them talk about young people in our government, and them need more young people. I don't think you need more young people or older people in our government. You need more people with sense and who can study the social, political institution them, where don't make it. You know, there's certain things that we used to do outside of the slavery mentality. Maybe we can even start to study the social, economical, political, spiritual aspect of African people before Europeans go there. What were the Africans them doing in Africa before the Europeans go there? And then now, we don't have to take everything from Africa and bring over here, so because there's lots of things that we learn here, so where we can incorporate into understanding and knowledge. So when we go so bam and study these things, but you can't slam bam both and take everything where America and England are do. For say, boy, right now, it will satisfy your system or your farm or your even cultural manifestation of the people them think different. You understand? And you can't see that too. Them think different, yes, so because of the political system. And when them go over this, so them think different because of the political system. Just as we talk about, when a man there, so be at the stoplight. When a man there, so don't be at the stoplight. When them go over this, so be at the stoplight. Because I know there's consequences if him don't be at the stoplight. It's a consequence if him sit up in a car and throw a styrofoam box outside. It's a consequence if him go up on the beach and start to use plastic bag for defecating in the bag and throw it in the water. The last time we go to Gunboat Beach was about, I don't know, 50, 60, 50 or 60 alive. I think I told let me hold now when we said that one. The last time we go to Gunboat Beach, when them used to have cross the harbour rail from Beaumont go over Gunboat. You know why I don't go back to Gunboat Beach? One time I swim no right for reach the part of them part off. I want to see something afloat in the water. And you know, so sometimes you open your mouth and I take breath. And if you go to take breath, You see when me see that, I said, no, sir, I come out of this water, I now go back at the beach, you know. And then I don't know who I suggest. I want data. Which part of there? I suggest to this data, I said, oh, yes. In the same, in the phone plate. I look at the data and I say, which part? She said Portland. So I say, I bet you don't know what. She say, yeah, she come down her rooms. She come down her rooms, come bed. I say, you live from Portland for go her rooms, go bed. She say, yeah, because the beach them up at Portland, dirty. I say, you mean them dirty? She said, boy, she don't want to swim in them. So I said, why not go to Elshire? She said, Elshire? I told you don't know what me see in the water. I said, I know what you see in the water. That's why we never stop going to Gunboat Beach. So even today, these same problems that did exist 40 years ago, still there so righteous or now. So hardly anything actually change physically with the mindset of the people them. And the government have the same mindset. If the government never have the same mindset, them wouldn't allow the things them to continue so much that when them want to stop it now, when the people them done gone through the gate already and them a try like joke business, somebody has sell on the roadside. Them never was supposed to sell on the side of the road, you know. But a man just come down and feel say, boy, I'm going to take a little trolley from thief out of the supermarket and I'm going to pack it up with fruits. And I'm going to set up a car now, him know to the bus, them must stop or the car must. And I'm going to start selling things there. So when them start selling this, so now, him friend them pass. And look where him a sell. And them say, all right, him a sell banana and thing. Here where him a go come with now. Him a go come with ice mint and cigarette. So him build up a little touch thing, slung beside the man who have the trolley with him thief. And them now start to sell ice mint and cigarette. Him bridging come now and say, but you know, some sure just build up a little thing and so. So I'm going to get some lumber, where him thief to, and some zinc, where him lick off a man full cob. And him come now and buff and set up a touch thing. Right away is a little mall up the side. The government, the police, everybody see that happening now and make it happen. You see when the man realize boy, him a making enough money now, him going to build up a permanent structure. Right, that's why him not supposed to build up nothing. You see when them build up the structure now, the police come, the government come and lick it down. I say, it's a wicked thing that. The last time I talk about this, it come like first time when man a plant ganja bush. Man a plant the ganja, you know. And 6 months, when the man them ready for reap them ganja, police come thief the ganja. It's a terrible thing. The thing that are going for a long time, you know, and him see it are going, you know. But the wickedness is that him wait till the ganja grow and mature enough for pick. Well, it's the same way with the roadside selling now. A man knows him enough for him want to eat a food, you know. And him see the opportunity. Because him not have no opportunity. Him not going to school, him not this, but him still say, if him set up a little banana thing there so, sell 2 ripe banana, him can't sell this so. And then him friend come and say, him sell this so, him go sell this so. So you have a stream of man now who block the sidewalk and I sell right there so. Till them start to build up things. And then them start to build up after 30 years, you know. Because you have some people that sell at one place for 20, 30 years, you know. And them decide to build up something there. You see them build up something there now, government come in and say if you lick it down because it's illegal. Then them never say the man that sell it for a long time. Him should have said the man said, if don't make the man sell it so. I can't him tell you say the guy by the man can't go with the evening, you know. So the man that sell it for not only evening, but morning, noon and night. And you come lick down the man things now. The way you expect the man to do now. You just go and mob here. Yeah, I don't know tourism I got to defend neither. You know, see. Anyway, they were between 3 and 4. It's brought to by Digicel. Visit Digicel, topup.com or the My Digicel app to buy a bundle today. Family abroad can send you a Digicel bundle with data and talk. Steppin razor, we're going to open the phone line. Operator, send in the phone them. The phone call them because we are going out there now.
Steppin.
Blessed man.
Prosperity Rastafari. How you do, man? Welcome forward, man.
Give thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Well, you don't know, you know. I have to represent for Rastafari as one of them children. Mm. So you see, I working right now is a change man totally.
Okay.
And you see, right now, it's been a while since I not called the program.
Yeah,
so
you email me and text me and fax me and lex me and text me and
text and fax, but I cool off of the earwave because...
you play last night. You know, you play a tune last night.
First night?
Hey.
Me never hear it first night. Hear why now?
Nobody ever tell you say, let me hear Muta play you.
All the time.
Okay.
Well, me day in my community, me not touch studio yet. But you see, this time,
radio.
Yeah. Muta, you see right now on your program, the first me ever beg you, say, have leniency upon me, pertaining to.
Why you sound like police?
No. Well, here why me say so now, Muta.
Is that song you got me for play?
Some people, what you say?
Is that song you got me for play, right?
No, man.
Okay.
But I get down in the simmer down, at the run down.
Leniency power now. Tell me the leniency.
The leniency is that a lot of people out there said when we're going at the street, boy, Saba, Muta don't like you, them always a cut you off, and when you put on your pint, you never cut you off. And me have to defend you straight. And I said, no, man, I want to tell you that Mutabaruka is one of the best this jockey in the world. Him and GTT along Gary G. And a empress named Talia Powers to Sabatooth, a.k.a. I World King. The best in the world.
Because them play your tune. Because you don't play me tune. Okay, I see.
Yes, you show me that love. Watch this. If a woman sell banana and orange, and nobody buy Ferrari, and Uncle Muta and Sabatooth alone come buy from her, you know, so she going to love us in her heart when she pray that the Rastafari most I guide and protect her.
All right, so what the leniency you talk about now? Tell me the leniency.
But anyway, the leniency now is that you got just give me the upper hand and just listen what me I say to you and don't cut me off. Now hear this. First and foremost, I say condolence to Winnie Mandela, to our family, and to all the loved ones and fans and people who know that Winnie Mandela is the new millennium in this Iowa. Nanny of the Maroon, the Harriet Tubman, the Moses, and all the great women of all time, Empress men and I. Go right down and we say, Winnie Mandela, we feel your pain and your struggle while you was living, and now you descend in heaven with the Most High. And we're still feeling your pain, knowing that you have done so much for Nelson Mandela. And for some reason, I don't know if his people influence him to abandon you. But we, the Jamaican people, will always love Winnie Mandela. Why? Because we chant to free Nelson Mandela with the help of Winnie Mandela. And he is a free man. And then I heard something on South Africa that from Mandela free from that time, you have a lot of prisoners in prison with Mandela. So me, I said, me traumatized because me, I said, like how Mandela knows a lot of prisoners been in prison with him at the time when him get old and him get free and become president. Oh, him not free them prisoner there. That him dead and gone and them broadcast in South Africa that say prisoners still in a prison.
Right now as we speak, you have prisoners, you have prisoners you have man in a prison right now, well, they're longer than Mandela.
All right. So me I say no, when he was president, them did a long enough than Mandela, and some did it at Mandela time. Yeah. And innocent, same like Mandela.
Same like Mandela. Same like Mandela.
And innocent, same like Mandela. So me traumatized to know that Mandela becomes president and him don't free them people. Anyway, skip that page there. So we say, Winnie Mandela, we love you dearly. And you will always be in the hearts of all true Jamaicans. Not all Jamaicans love Winnie Mandela because them tell lie on her. So she try to start uprising and kill off the people. Them. True them want people hate her. Same thing what them do to Marcus Mosiah Garvey Haile Selassie. Tell lie on Selassie. I say him use the food them and feed the lion. And make people them suffer. What a wicked, heartless set of human being them. Anyway, we're getting down to the thing now. Now, we got through a situation, you see. It took me a while to call because it's not all about call and talk. But if you see, if the watchman, he's not a security guard, or a watchman, but the good school say, if the watchman see the danger and don't tell the public, it got terrible upon him. And he that know it the right and do it the wrong shall be spanked with many stripes. So listen this now. I want everyone that I listen. First and foremost, big up all my British people, them, and all my English people, them in London, England. Yeah, I love them totally in the whole UK. And I love the whole people, them in the 52 states of America and the whole Europe, Africa. right around the Caribbean. Even the drug on them. The Chinese.
Look, you're straight from the point, though. That's why I'm going to lock you off and you're straight from the point. You're going to part A and part B.
We're not
instead of deal with part
remember,
one, say
remember,
yeah, but you see, if you keep on telling me you're going to say something and then gone on something else, I'm going to lock you off.
All right, so I get to my point now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're living in a society right now in Jamaica where the society people, them who is of high rank, who is of the head of the stream, need to take a speedily stand right now because we see in which the head of the stream is so dirty that it help polluting the bottom of the stream, and the people them who is of good standard start becomes corrupted worse than the criminal them. And we need to find a terrible situation in which the terrible situation, we change that and make it be a good situation where we have law-abiding and good citizen. Here my point to me I get to know. I entered the JCDC Festival Song Competition last year, and them say Simeon Richards, that is my real name. I entered High Prosperity, because you know I own a record label named High Prosperity. And them say, no other song. My song is the only substantial standard song for the competition, and they found 2 more songs. So me number 1, and you have 2. JCDC, them say them cannot keep the competition with only 3 songs because the rest of song is garbage and rubbish. So I find that very traumatic. Why? It's because in all competition around the world is only 3 positions: World Cup, Miss World, Digicel Rising Star, Magnum, football, cricket. You dig, Mota? You go with me?
Bridget, may I listen to you now? And you've gone about 10 minutes already.
All right.
Yeah.
So now JCDC said them not going to keep the competition because it's my song and 2 other songs is substantial standard. But JCDC now kept Gospel Festival competition, Island Queen Festival competition, Dub Poet Festival competition, and all other competition. But the real competition, that is the festival song competition, it is of the heritage for the country. It reminds you of all of the forefathers that fought for us and the era to give us this independence. Them don't keep that. So now, they came at my house in Nannyville, JCDC, with 2 representatives, and they explained the situation to me. But they said they're going to use my song on the compilation, so they're going to voice over the song. So they called me on the phone, took me to Mikey B. Bennett Studio, 2B Grafton Avenue, to record over the rhythm with the Chalice bands and some other musicians. After 3 to 4 days' time, they called me again, JCDC, and said, come at Mikey Bennett Studio to record the song. I went there and recorded the song. After recording the song, they harmonized the song, mix the song. So I was waiting now for some response or some compensation. I get nothing. So true, because me know say more time people who is of law-abiding citizen, even the Christian them even worse than the worldly. I say, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm not going to be traumatic by it. I don't call your program from last year to tell you that, because me I say I don't want everything more time.
No, but you tell me it already. You tell me it already.
But not an ear.
Yeah, you tell me on the continent already. You tell me, trust me, last year you tell me.
No, not like this, Mota.
It's just longer. You don't tell me it longer.
I bet you lose. I bet you lose.
No,
you cannot
all right, continue. So wait, I say continue. Come
right.
here, yard.
I'm get to the point, because I don't know why you cut me off. Anyway, listen this. So now, a voice song waiting on a compensation from JCDC, get nothing. So I move on and I re-record a song for this 2018 competition. Seeing? So me I say no, like how me is the number 1 runner-up for last year and the competition did not keep. I must be selected this year if me re-enter again, because not.
No, why you must get selected? Why?
Because why?
Yeah.
Because why is last year me is the number 1.
Yeah, but them never have it last year.
This year presently.
Yeah.
And this year present, I entered this year presently with a better song than last year.
Oh, you know it's a better song. No, I know you are a judge for a better song. Hold on there. I know you are a judge if your song is a better song, you know. It's the man them who are judge the song.
That is true, but the fisherman or the farmer always say FEMA high grade is the highest. Here why I'm say FEMA high grade.
No, tell me why I'm say that. Look, you know, hold on the bridge. Watch out. You want to take up the whole program? Me I tell you, say, but not because you was the runner-up last year, no, you automatically now must get chosen as the number one. It not go away there.
All right, may I ask you
because
something
different
now,
song you put there. You know, work away there.
That you're a fair man, you know. So listen to me, you know. You're a fair man, and I know that you're not a wicked heart like some wicked heart people. I sent you that song to your email. I sent it to a WhatsApp it to you.
Where the song name? Where the song name? Where the song name?
Listen, it named Jamaica Island We Love.
All right, me not take WhatsApp song. Me not take our song off of WhatsApp and play it.
Well, me email it to you right now, and then you play that to the nation.
No, me not play it today, Virgin. All right, here one now.
It not have to be today.
Saba.
Yeah.
You know why you say people like you have? Because of exactly where you're there. So at 15 minutes you talk to me right now.
Selassie, I live more.
Yeah, so give me a chance, you know. 15 minutes you talk to me. But
always remember that Rastafari.
You don't normally, but not because you get elected last year. You automatically know things are your song are the best song this year. It don't work that way there. Common sense, you say it don't work that way there.
All right. So you lock me off now then.
You want to be sorry for you. I say you want to be sorry for you.
Well, if I'm sorry, I have to sorry for my man. Sorry for my man.
Take 2 more minutes.
Situation like
take
me,
2 more minutes. Take 2 more minutes.
Situation. Me not gonna beat you down and call you down.
2 minutes. But tell me why you're not gonna tell me 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right, give me 2 minutes. Yeah. Hear this now. Right now, I, World King, do a song named Jamaica Island We Love. And me go send it to Mutabaruka email, Jamaica and the world. And me go ask Mutabaruka to play it next week.
But suppose me not like it. Suppose me not like it.
All right, me know you're going to love it.
No, tell me that. Suppose me not like it.
I'm going to tell you the prophecy. We're going to become reality.
Wait, you never give me a tune it. I'm going to tell you something I play because I don't like it. You ever give me a tune it. I'm going to tell you something I like it.
No. Just say you got 2 minutes, you know, so I finish up before the 2 minutes done. I'm going to tell you the prophecy. We're going to become reality. When me send you the song there, you're going to love it. You're not going to like it. You're going to love it. And more you play it for IRFM and ask the world if them think this song should have been selected. Like how JCDC select 30.
No, wait there. Hold on there, Bridget. Hold on there.
Yeah.
You can't select a song from one song. You have to select a song from more than one song. You can't tell me now, say, must ask the people them if another song you should have win when them never hear the other 10 songs.
No. Me not say ask them it should have win. Listen to me. Big A have a program where play a song say pump it or dump it. Me and play a Wayne Marshall named Lord. And me calling and say pump it. And other people, and now the Lord song is the big song. So me I say no. When me send you the song, you play it to the public. I ask the public if them should pump or dump this song. And the
but me not have that program there. You have to go a big A program. Me not have no program like that. Brethren.
Give me a chance to talk.
Me don't have no program like that about pump it or dump it. Me don't have no program like that.
You have no program like that.
Anyway, me gone, brethren. Me gone. Yeah? All right. Yes. So, all a Tabatooth friend them can tell me, say, see, them lock him off again. Me do have a big have a program named Pump It or Dump It. Well, you know, I'm going to talk to Biggie about that. Me have a program like that. Me not play nobody tune and then say Pump It or Dump It. Before that, me just dump it. I not play it. If you hear any tune me play upon the radio, that tune me like it or me kind of like it. Understand? Me not play a tune for make people don't like it. Me kind of like it or me like it. It's just simple that. That's like how me play him tune. You understand? You have tune when me play and tune when me not play by him. And me tell him already, sometimes he send me some tune and him call me say, Bridget, me not like that tune there, me not play it. It's just simple. So, Sabatooth have some issues there, boy. Unbelievable Rasta. Unbelievable. And him young, you know. He's a young youth. I tell you. You know, I mean, him start out with Winnie Mandela and we are listening to him talk about Winnie Mandela and his struggle in South Africa and everything just go around to him. If it not go around to him, you know, him can't have a conversation on the radio without talk about him, you know. That is the problem I have with Sabatooth. Him cannot talk on the radio without talk about him. And he must have such a lovely conversation about Winnie Mandela and the love we have from Winnie Mandela. And then now the next program is about song we make last year and should have win this year. Anyway, we're gone. This is the Steppin razor. Man used to get 10 shillings and 5 shillings. Sometimes you get all a lunch. Yes. A daughter tell me already, say, one of the biggest reggae song where a woman sing it come out of Jamaica and lick down Europe there. It's a lunch she get feed. And from them time until now, she don't get no more money for that. The Department of Literature and English, Faculty of Humanities and Education, in association with the Department of Sociology, Psychology, and Social Work, Faculty of Social Sciences, present From Black Power to Black Panther to Afrofuturism, a critical review of the movie. You're serious? Featured panelists, Dr. Moji Anderson, anthropologist, Dr. Michael Barnett, sociologist, Dr. Isis Simaj, cultural analysis, Miss Michelle Surex, filmmaker. Them doctor you know not for the rasta. Anyway, date. We're supposed to say that, you know. We're supposed to say that. Date Wednesday, April the 18th, 2018. Time 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Venue the multifunctional room near the main library. Them going to sit down and discuss the movie, the Black Panther movie, a fictional movie. Them going to sit down. All of these doctors is going to sit down and discuss it in a serious discussion. All right, sir. Pardon me, trust me. I must apologize for making a remark after that, but I had to. I can't hold it. All right. Yell,
Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
Power, awake to. Ananda, awake to. Calling to large up Sister Winnie Mandela, Mama Winnie Mandela, and encouraging Jamaicans to go and sign the condolence register at the South African High Commission.
The South African Embassy.
South African High Commission for Mama Winnie Mandela, the condolence register is opened. And I just wanted to remark that as a true warrior, no true warrior has been through the process that has not been soiled. But that soil represents many things: democracy, freedom, and power. Power to the people. That is Winnie Mandela's badge of honor that I will close her with to the grave and to the sky.
Give thanks.
Give thanks, Muta.
Yes. And you know, say every one of our heroes is supposed to be soiled. I don't know which, as you say, sister, I don't know which hero. I mean, Marcus Garvey was a criminal, Paul Bogle was a criminal and a murderer. I mean, all of them was criminals. So I don't understand why is it that we have to now demonize them. We're not going to make them tell you who for elevate and who not for elevate, you know. We're not going to do that. Let them go.
Elevation is in the mind and from your own context and concept.
Yes.
And we never expected the battle that she has fought to, you know, just go like that. Because if you look at her battle axe, you know, what happened? It's soiled.
Yeah.
But it's with honor and with pride. And the world loves Winnie Mandela. And the fight that she has fought, we appreciate her for it. And we in Jamaica love Winnie Mandela.
All right,
so Jamaicans must just go out and sign the condolence register for Mama Winnie Mandela.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
And also, in passing, I must say, Winnie Mandela lived by her convictions and fought for what she believes in.
Of course.
And we as Jamaicans, in particular the mothers of the country, must take back our country. If we see that it is not going in direction, we must do so, you know, take back our country and bring it where it is to go, you know. And just take that from Winnie Mandela's page. She fought for her country and ended that draconian, awful apartheid that was there ripping apart that society. And I want to ask Jamaicans a question today. Do we have any such thing, be it minor, might not be on that scale here, that is affecting us today, that we really need to deal with? And how today are we going to move forward in ensuring that we don't have, you know, snippets of such systems in other forms in our society today that is going unchallenged? We have to rise up and fight for our convictions as a people.
Give thanks, sister. Give thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, sister bawling out, crying out. Where are they? real revolutionaries. Stand up. Okay. Now it's after 4. I want to tell you that the hour between 4 and 5 is brought here by Guinness, made of more. Okay. No, call this. Okay. All right. So, I could play this tune now. I want to remind you about this poem festival. You know, it's a word sound and agricultural vibration which is happening in the Neville Anthony Park, Port Antonio, the 29th, the last Sunday in this month. A slew of poets will be there. You understand? I want to yell up Jean Breeze. Yes, last night she called. As a matter of fact, she come forward to Jamaica. We love that. So I want to yell up this poem, Words and Agro Festival, right up there in Portland. Yes.
Yes, Muta.
Blessed.
Hello?
Yeah, man. You there?
Yeah, Muta, how you doing, man? This is Lloyd the Aguilar.
Where am Lloyd? Till a long time I don't hear from you, man.
Finally.
Me see you, but me not hear from you at all.
No, man. Well, boy, plate full, But I had to call you today.
Oh, you're hungry today? Your plate not full today. You're hungry?
Well, you are the first program I will discuss this matter on in terms of an event that will be taking place on Monday, where the people from Tivoli Gardens will be assembling in front of Jamaica House to send a message to the Prime Minister that 2,000 of them, not only Tivoli but West Kingston, did not get any compensation at all, right? Only 400 people get.
Oh, yeah?
And they try to get the attention of the Minister of Justice, Mr. Delroy Chuck. They had a little protest in front of his office, and he ignored them totally. And having been ignored now, they decide, well, let's go to the Prime Minister, because he's the man in charge. He's the man who apologized. The inquiry said that he should apologize, and he did. It was a very convincing apology, but he said he apologized. And then they wrote him a letter saying, Mr. Prime Minister, the Minister of Justice, I don't know if he's the Minister of Injustice or Justice, ignored us. So we now want your attention to solve this problem. And the Prime Minister, has also ignored them. So the only way you can get his attention is by now to go out on the streets and to hold up our placards and get the Prime Minister's attention that 2,000 people were not compensated who should have been compensated. These include people whose loved ones were killed, whose house was mashed up, who were shot and injured, and who were tortured.
So them did send in for them name and things, and it upon a list with other names?
No, what happened, you see, Muta, is that they created a compensation committee.
Yeah.
But it was not a compensation committee that looked at everybody.
Okay.
And between the compensation committee and the public defender, a whole heap of hanky-panky business went on.
Yeah.
And people's names were not submitted, people were not considered, etc., etc. And now we're calling upon them to rectify this matter and to deal with it in an honest way, but they don't want to deal with it in an honest way. They are ignoring the cries of the people.
Yeah.
So, as you know, in history, the people in Sam Sharp time had to go out on the streets and do them thing. In Paul Bogle time in 1938, I'm not saying that now is equivalent to those times, but, people have to make their voices heard.
Of course.
And I know, based upon my walking around on the streets, that lots and lots of people through the length and breadth of Jamaica really support the people in Tivoli Gardens and want to see justice.
Yeah.
So if other people want to come there about 10, 11 o'clock on Monday to come show solidarity with the people, they should come.
10 to 11 o'clock, you say?
Yes, about 11 o'clock on Monday. We're going to be very peacefully going to stand up across from Jamaica House, hold up our placards, expressing ourselves and calling upon the Prime Minister to do the right thing and not ignore the cries of the people. It's just like he declared state of emergency in Montego Bay and St. Catherine, and them round up hundreds of youth and carry them to police station and abuse them and have not compensated, just like how in West Kingston in 2010, nearly 5,000 youths were rounded up, carried to the separate and carried to the national arena. And not one of them got a penny for the abuses that they suffered. And the Commission of Inquiry said that it was a violation of their constitutional rights. If it was a violation then, it is a violation now. You cannot without probable cause, even if it's a state of emergency, just round up people, so put them in the back of a truck and carry them to police station.
Let me ask you a question. Because I never there. Is it true that them round up about 1,000 youth in a Spanish town and go charge 60?
Yeah, exactly. This is what
so them just take off all the youth them off of the road then.
In his presentation in Parliament. Okay. But Damian Crawford is a coward because Damian Crawford did not stay and vote against the extension of the state of emergency. Rather than stand up to his party, which supported the extension of the state of emergency, even though there are abuses, he conveniently walked out of Parliament. At least that's what he told me. Rather than stay there and register a vote, even to be one man standing up against injustice, he did not do it. And I have told him to his face that he was a coward. And we need people who are not coward, who can speak truth to power.
Yes.
We need those kind of people in this country.
Well, you know, because this thing is so, you know, when you're reading in the Bible where them have this thing about kill all the firstborn them.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. If your government go in a community or in a parish and any youth, because it sounds to me like that is really what happen. Any youth with them tip on the road, them just take them up and carry them. And then now charge 60 of them. That means say you have 900 odd youth where them have a Lego or them hold on and some of them still. Something wrong with that thinking like that. It can't be so haphazard that any youth will tip on the road, you hold them and carry them to jail.
Justice Batts has ruled that you cannot arrest a man without probable cause. You cannot
say the state of emergency null and void a whole heap of them rights there.
Yes, you can't just say, hey boy, come here, give me a search. And you search him. What are you searching him for? What cause do you have to believe that
Diagla, you what them must say? They must say the state of emergency trump all of them rights the way you are talking about.
Not true, Muta, not true.
Them say.
Not true, and this is another issue. I'm glad you raised that too.
Yeah.
Because here it is, Mr. Peter Bunting, right, has given immunity to the JDF for firing mortar into a residential area.
You can't believe that?
Which is, you know, against international law. Israel, if it wasn't for the United States protecting Israel, the leaders of Israel would be before the International Criminal Court right now, as the leaders in some African countries are before the International Criminal Court. That is nonsense. You cannot go into a man's house and shoot up the place.
No, in a man's house, outside. I know in the house, them fire. Them shoot up the place from outside.
Eh?
They start shoot up the place from outside.
Exactly. So how can that be in the interest of public order and in good faith? That is not good faith. So anybody who say it in the Emergency Act don't know what they are saying because they haven't read it. Right? This was an obstruction of justice on the part of Mr. Bunting, and I believe that the DPP should investigate him and charge him for obstruction of justice. If this was in England or America, he would be before the courts right now. Right? Them going up Keith Clark House and shoot it up. Okay. Shoot up the place. How can that be in the interest of the nation and order and law and order and good faith? That is nonsense. That is foolishness. Mr. Bunting must be investigated to see if he has obstructed justice and should not. Oh, you know, you can fire mortar into an area because you want to frighten people so that they can stay in their house. That's what the head of the army said, you know, in the inquiry.
Yeah, but it's the thing with them things that we're doing. I can tell you the thing with them things.
Yes.
You know. When politicians do something wrong,
yes,
them keep showing you some things where make the people them feel said right. So true, you is just the people now, and you are taught the right thing, you know. The people them not listen to you.
Well,
the
boy,
politician know where man say, so
in
right for sure.
Next.
Eh?
You understand? It's you next. If you don't know what your
Bob Marley say,
get up, stand up for your rights, but you better know what your rights are. You understand? Because you can't get up and stand up for your rights if you don't know what your rights are.
But
you better pay attention.
But Bridget, me I tell you, so when I hear say them all 1,000 people, young people, I say, wait, then you see a policeman or see a youth on the road, a walk, and him just take you up and your family don't know which part you're there.
But Muta, they have been doing that for decades. Anytime the police can't solve a problem, then they'll send a truck into a area and scoop up 100 men and put them in the back of a truck and say them carry them go to police station and investigate. It's nonsense. That's a violation of people's fundamental human rights. You cannot do that. But they do it all the time. So, can you imagine now, the most embarrassing thing is to see in the newspapers and on TV in Mount Salem, for example, little children are go to school and you stop the children and them search them school bag. What you search them school bag for?
Them a search a gun. Them a search a gun, Bridget. Wait, hold on, let me argue with this one. Them a search a gun because
Did they find any gun in the school children?
Yeah, the Aguilar. I know you're anti-government. I'm kind of anti-government too, but me use my common sense too.
Yes.
You have gunmen where I give picnic gun for putting them back to come out of community.
That's possible.
No, possible. It's true.
No, but hold on a second.
No, you can't. Bridget, I agree with you this
If you have 1,000 children in school, going to school, and you're going to stop and search 1,000 children.
Bag, yes. Yes. The problem with me having it is that when you take the 1,000 picnic, find nothing for them, but you try them go lock them up.
That's an abuse. That's why they
is the problem.
100 guys and put them in the back of a truck. You must operate on the basis of intelligence. Police must operate on the basis of intelligence. They cannot go net fishing and just round up everybody.
I like them do net fishing, them are net fish.
Net fishing they are doing.
Terrible
you cannot,
thing.
it's wrong. You can't net fish.
And then the parents don't know which part of the picnic there. In them climate, the one thing that come to your mind, if you picnic not come on, you please them kill him.
Exactly.
And the police have been which really and told him good at kill him too.
Of course, anything can happen to your child. No policeman now search me, now search my child unless him have probable cause. Me don't care what I want. If you policeman say, hey, Lie Diagla, come give me a search, you have to tell me what you're searching me for, what you suspect me of.
Brethren,
and not, you're not going to my pocket, and you're not coming into my house, come search my house either.
Yeah, well, them say under the state of emergency, them can't do it.
No, they can't.
Well, I got them do.
Hold on a second. Let me just qualify that a little bit, right? They still have to have probable cause, right?
The probable cause is that the Aguilar is always stirring up mischief. And him stir up people against the government and him could have planned something. So that's why I'm going to flip things then.
Listen, man, that's what me want to say, the West Kingston Commission of Inquiry, which is no fan of Lie Diaghilar.
Yes, we know that.
That there was no probable cause for rounding up 5,000 young men and carrying them.
No way, of course not. And no, there's no cause to say a youth a walk on the road and stop him and throw him in a jeep.
Exactly. We can't do that, man. No, them things have to change, man, completely. Yeah. People have to know so them have rights and don't make people come abuse you and use excuses and this and that and that. More them solving crime. Them can't solve crime.
Meanwhile,
can't solve crime. People with work, find job for the people.
Meanwhile,
that will solve the crime problem.
Diaghilar. Meanwhile, I am told, just like what Bunting did say, crime gone down, but murder rate gone up.
Crime gone down, but murder rate gone up.
Serious crime gone up. But you know, wait now. You're a problem with that now.
Yeah.
From the year start, you have state of emergency. You have SOCA and everything there. And when January and February, you have more murder take place in the country between January and February.
Right.
Than when it go on last year when them never have no SOCA.
Listen, Mota, me don't care if 100 murders take place on my street, don't violate my rights. It's just like the people in Syria right now, right? The government have fight against terrorists. But then the government now, in order to fight against the terrorists, go and drop chemical bombs in the area and kill off everybody.
Yeah.
It cannot be right. You drop chemical weapons on that area. That you make no distinction between people who are just normal, ordinary,
collateral damage is a must in war.
Terrorism, no, sir. Me rather the terrorists come kill me.
Anyway, we have to move, Reggie. We don't want terrorists come kill me, though.
Upon me, I accept it and say yes.
The Aguilar, we have to move, you know. We have to move.
Yes, okay. All right, Muta. So, thanks very much.
Yeah, man. So, you say Monday? You say? Monday?
About 11 o'clock. Whoever support the people in Tivoli Gardens, come to Jamaica House and make us stand up and hold the placard and send a message to the Prime Minister.
All right,
he
sir.
He must compensate the people.
All right, 2,000 of them. Give thanks. Yes, this is the Steppin Razor. Click it. Yes, Steppin Razor. The hour between 4 and 5 is brought to you by Guinness, made of more. So, we did talk about Tivoli Garden. Well, we can also talk about Carroll Garden. And the apology was made. And the suggestion was made. I want the Prime Minister to know that since he said and made that apology last year, and said that there would be a fund of not less than 10 million put in a fund. I want him to know, say, at least 3 or 4 of the elders them who was part of that wicked act put on by his party that was in government. 3 or 4 of them has passed away. Never to see anything. No compensation, no reparation. So I want him to know that the elders, because him never apologize to the Rasta community. It's like the British abolished the slave trade and still have slavery go even beyond emancipation. People always say them abolish slavery. It's not slavery them that abolish. It's a slave trade because it was not profitable again for them to continue that. They was losing, especially in Jamaica. My brethren them did have burn down the cane field them. And the house slave them did have crush up back like powder and mix in a drink and give them. So it's not like them did really love with at that time William Wilberforce and the Quakers and all these people. When I say never have too little sympathizers about the place. But that was not the trust of why the slave trade was abolished. It was not lucrative again for them to continue it. They was losing money. Loss of the cane piece them that was burning down. So we want you to know that. Okay. We'll continue the mission. Yes, send in the call them. Make we talk to the people. Make the people them talk to. Yes. Steppin Razor. The hour between 4 and 5 is brought to you by Guinness, made of more. I'll tune you with that play. This is the Steppin Razor. We want to remind you that the Jamaica Public Service Company will need to suspend electricity supply in order to carry out bushing tomorrow, Friday, April the 13th, between 9:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the following areas of St. Andrew: Whitcomb Road, Gainsborough Avenue, Buena Vista Terrace, John Wesley Avenue, Fairlane Avenue, Monterey Drive, and York Castle Avenue. JPS apologizes for the inconvenience caused by the outage scheduled for Friday, April the 13th, between 9:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. Every effort will be made to restore supply to these areas of St. Andrew as soon as possible. Okay.
Yes, Muta.
Blessed.
Yes, sir. I call in to congratulate Faye Ellington.
On?
Yes, on her to take over profile.
Oh, yes.
They couldn't find nobody to fit in that shoes but Faye Ellington, Mutabaruka.
Okay, all right.
Yes, and tell Sabatu that he must go drink some roots and settle him nerves. Put him a cup normal. I true Muta, I tell you one strain, I want like in psychopath. You know what chat, you know?
All right,
Yes,
mama.
thank you for
He might
him,
listen.
man.
He might listen.
Am I listening? Yes, of course. Big enough Pellington again, you know?
All right,
and big up Big Ed. And the Spanish Town boss.
Who?
Big Ed.
Where you call him Big Ed? Because he made big?
No, man, our friend.
Yeah, but why you call him Big Ed? Why you call him Big Ed? He made big.
No, he made big and him love drink boom and rum. And the driver too. Big them up on them moot. Safe travel upon the gravel.
All right, give thanks.
All right, Muta.
Yes.
Happy return, Mutabaruka. You're the greatest man in all atmosphere for me, the Rasta man from Crossroad Market.
All right, mama. Oh, yeah, all right. Give thanks.
Pick
Yeah.
up your wife for me.
Yeah, Irene. Yeah, man.
Yes, I.
Yes.
Guidance.
Yes, man, I tell you. Big Ed. Drink boom. You think them people are easy? Them call about what you say. You see it? Yes, Ian.
Rasta.
Aile.
Greetings to you, King. This is King Yashua. How is everything?
Oh, you know, man, you come forward on the scene, man. I hear you start again.
What you said just now?
I say you come forward on the scene. You look like you got foreign and just come back.
Every time you try to contact you on the scene, I get through to you.
You know, I get through to me.
Well, I call till like Kingdom come sometime, you have to hold on so long. But we just give thanks that me about seeing we are trying to listen to what I go on with you. Well, welcome back. And just do your thing as usual.
All right, sir.
So, how is life and how is everything?
Life I got you, man.
Well, great.
Give thanks for life.
I want our people them to know that they must always do what is right and keep doing what is right and deal with only one solution is love.
Okay.
Because the religion and politics where them a deal with can't help them. Because them a use it and mash up them own self. Because the one they claim them a Christian and the one they say the other one a sinner, the one they say a PMP, the one they say a labor, right? And none of them can come together and stop the violence and crime in the country.
Yeah.
The people, them have the politicians, they have the money, them and do foolishness instead of increase the poor people's salary, increase the pension money them to a better salary. They have the people, them have the stupidness and still hanging on and they oversee money thing where they borrow the money from.
International Monetary Fund.
Yes, and if you look at that, because Jamaica have enough money, so they have the money to do waste foolishness. Eh?
Yeah.
Instead of help poor people to live a better life and give poor people the land so they can plant the weed and plant food, banana, and short-term crop and different things here themselves. They refuse to do that. Eh? And then every day them talk about weed and can't get weed legalized. Why them have to sit down and wait for other country where I go ahead with all these years and legalize weed? And Jamaica did always done in last back of everything, King. Eh? And it's not fair to the citizens of this country. Eh?
Yeah.
And one next solution when I see Muta, I want the public to understand this. Muta, you know, says several people in every parish, most of the parish here in Jamaica, going around, playing my CD and selling people medicine, telling people them that they are me. People go on my site, my Facebook page, block me out of my one page, have people sending them money, telling them is them near me.
Oh, yeah?
And people been sending them money from different places and sending money to them to get medicine. And when they can't get the medicine, they block the people them from a page.
You serious?
Right? Muta, you have a brethren call me from, him used to live next to me. I want to give me the simple action for just check my Facebook page for me. You know, so the brethren go and take my Facebook password and information and block me out of my one page. Sending in people from all over, people from Trinidad, people from America, and you name it. Right? And then 2 weeks ago, me down the yard and hear my phone ring. Now him call me and tell me, say, I apologize. How the heck you can rap poor people and tell me about you apologize?
Because maybe him not think say you're poor.
That?
Maybe him not check say you're poor.
Them never check say me poor?
Yeah.
Wait, me now understand. A poor people who are work hard and I send them money to get help because they have diagnosed with different sickness. And you charging them a money. And then when the people them send the money come here to Western Union and things.
But I know your things them I use, man. Your things them I use, you know.
Muta, you have a guy named Michael Aspinall and some other people. The main one is called Josephine. You know the main one we started. And all these people going around Muta and telling people to send money, come give them. And the people will go around and play me CD and I sell me CD to the entire Jamaica country. Every single soul Muta selling the CD and no soul look for me and give me $1. Not a single soul will buy the CD, use my recipe, get themselves better. Not a soul to say $1 a year.
Well, CD is a thing we sell all over the country, you know, whether it's your CD or artist CD. Them plagiarize the CD them.
That is unfair.
Yes.
Right now, me da Glengarry for me build a medical health center. We need some chair, all right, to put in the medical health center. We need some hospital bed. And everybody will sell me CD could have give me $10 off of one, or $50 off of one. Would all right. Right?
Yeah, you're not going to get that.
Selfish and greedy, Muta.
You're not going to get it.
And I do evil things. Because people are growing up play me CD from Vehicle Top, Fort Maria, Clarendon, Whole Harbour, you name it.
Yeah.
And I tell people, say, them and me, and I sell me medicine, but me I want the public. When you buy medicine from these people, it is not me, King Yashua. I located at 12 Vermont Avenue in Avondale in Kingston. Right? And when no time when I'm sending money to people, I do not type no message on Facebook Messenger. Not even my mother who birthed me, not type to. So anybody want me, have to call me and talk to me straight, direct.
All right. Yo, brother, we have to wrap up.
Love is like most and blessed be King.
Cash part, yes, all right.
And
Yes.
keep the link, I need to talk to you, all right?
Yeah, give thanks, yes. We want to make you know that the hour between 4 and 5 is brought to you by Guinness, made of more. Listen up, top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, cash pot, drive time, draws, up next, in seconds. Things so you think we are ram for go against English language and just do what we want to do. Yeah, man, we do anything we want to now. We are rebel. Oh, gig, yes. Gig up yourself. You used to play a gig when you were youth?
No.
You don't know a gig? You know a gig? Oh, gig a big thing, you know. Yeah, man. You used to play gig war too, you know. A man gig a spin on the ground and you take your gig and try broke film gig in at the top of it, you know. Yeah, man. Sometimes you say all a man balling, you want to make the gig spinning all in your head. You think so picking easy, and you know say a nail look at the head of the gig, you know, and you want the gig spin at the man balling, you know. Anyway, the time is 5 minutes past 5, you know, so we have a little feature. Yes, name Click the Clip. Click the Clip. So the call, they have to go wait. We are going to click the clip right now. Here goes. Listen to this.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, We know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
REFM, thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Yeah.
Mutabaruka.
Blessed man.
I rate that song there, I'm just hearing in my ears. You know?
Oh?
It's a funny song.
What?
I say I rate that song there, I'm just hearing.
Oh, it's a ringing in your ears.
It's a funny song.
It's a ringing in your ears.
Eh?
It's a ringing in your ears, man.
Yeah, man. I rate it. You know, it's a good song. It's a good vibe.
All right, sir.
But me just want to say my little 2 cents for Winnie Mandela, you know?
Yes.
Because I watch BBC and some other foreign news, yeah. And me, them a give a whole heap of baskets to carry water.
Yeah, well, them can't carry it again.
No one know. Hello?
Yeah, man, I listen.
I want to know what them a say when time them drop all them bomb at Iraq and down Afghanistan and down all them place there and pick the dead. What them say about that?
I don't know what them a deal with.
You know?
We're not going to make them tell
struggle and a struggle is a struggle. Your struggle and my struggle is 2 different struggles. And you do what you have to do for oppress people in your struggle, and me do what I have to do for try free myself in my struggle.
Well, we're not going to make them tell me who to deal with, you know. We just deal with who we want to deal with, because years now we are dealing with who them tell us to deal with.
Yeah, man. That's why I can't stop rating in the motor. I tell you every day, I can't stop rating motor on the cutting edge and the stepping razor. I see like a other program them where you do. You know, I have to give you props.
All right, so
you keep the thing live and locked.
Yes.
You know? I'm going to big up my friend them out of East Kingston.
Again, you're not left them out. You're not left them out.
You know? You can't left them out. I'm a friend them there. I'm going to teach people them to love them one another. You know what I mean? And you have to learn to feel a next man pain. Yeah. Anything we am to a next man, we am to you too.
Of course.
You hear that? And you have to learn to figure out your life in that. You know what I mean? And then, unless you love everybody, you not live no life. You understand? And learn to love we hard. You know what I mean? And the bigger heads and the institution them for start educate the people them for love them yard and stop educate people for come farm, fool and turn slave for other people.
That's what I say.
Because a period that me see I go on the education system. You know? But Muta, big up yourself.
All right,
you're the great one. You're the great Mutabaruka.
All right, sir.
Cool.
Yes.
Respect.
The hour between 5 and 6 is brought to you by Flow. Enjoy the giggiest prepaid mobile data value. Gig up yourself today. Yes. Steppin razor with the on the lap, you know. Yes. EL.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I hear this lady come on and talking about Saba, that he want roots.
About
Nothing
who?
wrong with Saba. Not a thing wrong with him. The man only defend him right.
Yes. Yeah, man defend him right, yes, but I can tell you something now. Every time Saba call, is himself him talk about.
Oh.
Every time. There's not, you see my talk about Winnie Mandela a while ago? And it go on like, and then just come right back round now to an old story where himself out already. So every time him call, is himself him talk about. Is that frustrate the people them in the radio station?
Yeah.
You know, if him not talk about, you know, it's either him have vex with somebody who thief him song, or you see, every time him call, him vex. It's a vexation thing. You know, I'm going to play music, and him going to love who play music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, nothing wrong with him, you know, it's just that him have this negative attitude towards certain things.
Thinking.
Yeah, I'm a pure negative thinking, you know. Then I play Assassin, and him say Assassin thief him tune. You know, then I play with him name, and when they have original name, him say, him first it come up with that tune there. And you know, I say, sure, you know. But it's a good youth, it's a nice youth, you know. If you know him.
Yeah. Anyway, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Are your children them that in the background?
Yeah, playing Dandy Sandy.
Tell them say me love them.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. Give thanks. Yes. All right. So, we're up on the last lap. We say, we give thanks to Young, give thanks to Neil, who's staying here with the right through this time, yeah? Like him a monitor Young. Give thanks to Shamara, who there with me, right through, on her cell phone. Who outside there? Shanique. What's your name, Shanique? Tell me mine. Oh, Shanique. Shanique, you come back. Oh, gosh, man, the black princess. Black and beautiful. May I tell you, man, Shanique, you come far. Shanique stood up at the door a while ago, I couldn't see her. She just messed with the darkness, may I tell you. Why you're sweet. Just me, Shanique. And you have a little boy, baby, she say. It's a little... Congratulations, Shanique. Tell me, you know. Because if anything I go wrong, you know, tell him some Muta there. You understand? All right. So, Mr. Why do you laugh? What do you laugh at? You don't see a woman black and pretty. Hey, any ocean you can come in here and put anything on her face, make she look like Shamara. I'm going to begs.